Alright guys, today's the day we're going to put this spicy unit into our S197 Mustang. We're going to use these BMR brackets with the mounts that came with our Team Z K-member to get it in. We've got to get our flex plate on, which we have in a box over here, and then we're going to toss this thing in. This spicy unit from BES, a little bit of details on it. I won't go into too much, but it's been sleeved, forged bottom end, so rods, pistons, crank, ATI balancer, a little bit of work to the heads. So she should be a unit, and it's made to handle the twin turbos that we bought from Precision. So we're gonna get this thing in and bring you guys along for the ride. So we have our Bonifanti, I may be saying this wrong, so I apologize. Street flex plate with our adapter here and here. So here is our flex plate, our adapter piece here. We have the reluctor wheel in the motor. What we're going to do is we're going to take the reluctor wheel out, line it up here, make a mark on both so it's easy to line up. Then we'll use our ARP bolts to mount our flex plate in. At that point, we will be ready to drop this in the car, and we will be using the motor mounts from Team Z that came with our K-member. Like I said a little bit earlier, we're going to use BMR's engine brackets that come off of that into these, and then these will mount it to the K-member. So next steps, we're going to get this flex plate on. Okay, you can see where I have marked the reluctor wheel here so that everything lines up, and then I have marked the adapter here, as you can see, so it lines up with the flex plate, and then the flex plate has also been marked, so all three things will line up. This will hopefully make things a little bit easier for us to get everything together. So we'll get this thing on. I apologize for the background noise. It's super windy out today, so what you hear is the wind blowing against the garage doors here at the shop. So I apologize if you guys can hear that. So we've hit a little bit of a snag. We were sent ARP flex plate bolts, part number 254-291, and the problem that we're facing is that the bolts, they're pretty short guys, they are not long enough to go through the billet adapter and the flex plate into the reluctor wheel and crank on the car or on the engine. So what we did was we contacted Summit, because I tried to scour the internet to see what bolts I actually needed. These were the ones that were recommended initially by Summit, which, by the way, they gave me great customer service. I'm definitely not bashing Summit. They actually were fantastic. I did a quick live chat. They did some quick reaching out to someone, and we were told to use the ARP 150-2902, which is about 7/16 longer, is what they're telling me. And it should go through everything and give us enough flex plate bolt to go through the reluctor wheel and securely into the crank. So those are on their way. We've got those underway. So we're going to go ahead and continue on with things. We can always put this flex plate in once it's in the car. I'm fortunate enough that I have some buddies that are going to help me so we can get this thing in. So shout out to Ray and Jason both for tons of help on even getting this prepared to go into the car. So yeah, just so any of you know, if you're doing a Coyote build and you're going with a Bonifanti, again, I'm probably saying it totally wrong, flex plate, the street flex with the billet adapter, you need the longer bolts that I gave you the part number for there. So yeah, that's the first hiccup we've had. We're gonna get these motor brackets on and hopefully get this thing into the car. Okay, here you can see the crossover pipe is installed. We took and went a little step further with the UPR kit and added some AN fittings we got from Summit, some 45s. Just kind of cleans it up a little bit. You saw Jason kind of putting this all together for me in the time lapse. This just kind of makes things a little easier to work with and deal with, and looks just a lot cleaner. So next we're going to get the flex plate bolts torqued down into torque spec. We're going to get the cradle bolts off that's holding the cradle, put the engine brackets on the side of the block, and drop this down into the car. So we've got this Coyote that's been built by BES back in the car. I'll bring you over here, kind of let you see what we did. We used BMR solid mounts brackets that go from the block to the motor mount. Then the mount from Team Z was built into the K member, and we use their mounts then to kind of pull it all together. We're currently just supporting the back of the motor. We put a floor jack kind of underneath it with a piece of wood so it's not tilted. Next steps, we're going to get the transmission mocked up so that we can measure for the drive shaft to get the drive line done. Our converter should be here any day, so that will allow us to tidy up the drive line. But I'll grab the camera real quick, bring you over, and kind of let you see what we've got. All right, guys, here you can see the solid motor mount. Let me put the flashlight so it makes it a little easier to see here. There you can see the solid mount. I'm making a shadow. There we go. There you can see the solid bracket there. You can see the mount that we used, how it works with the K-member. And then, of course, we've got the motor in itself. Engine, I guess I should say. Motors are electric. ATI damper, all built by BES. So, yeah, that's next step's the transmission. So there it is, gang. Coyote's in. Next steps, trans, and we'll move forward. I appreciate you guys watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. That makes a huge difference. Make sure you check out our merch site at www.mrtorque.com. Thanks for watching. Be good to each other and have a great day.